Say, kids, what time is it?
It's kind of like watching TV, but, in your car.
4.7 The Cave, Mike the Intern, Jay Stevens in the studio. It is Dark Side of the Stream, episode 172.
Perfect. This was my pick. Your kind of guy. This guy, as soon as I watch the documentary, I go, Mike is going to hate this dude.
My kind of guy. Yeah, right.
Mike hates these guys.
Documentary is called Bitconned. It's on, was it Max or
Netflix?
Netflix? Okay, yeah, Netflix. Just came out. It tells a story about a man named Ray Trapani.
A hustler.
Ray Trapani.
Yeah, I think Trapani, something like that.
Before we get into what he exactly hustled,
several things.
Straight out of the gate, this guy is a human garbage can.
There we go. I knew it was coming.
If you look up to this guy in any way, you are also a huge garbage can.
Mike hates guys like this, and as soon as I saw this dude, I go, Mike's gonna hate this dude.
It's one thing to try and use a scheme to get rich quick. It's quite the other to not only screw your friends, your family, literally everyone around you. And this dude has been screwing people over since the beginning.
Day one, man.
First, he started with his friends. Then he moved on to his family.
Yep.
Then he moved on to the people he worked with. Then he ended up rolling on those guys. And that's the only reason he's a free man, is because he rolled on the two dudes he was in cahoots with.
Unbelievable.
If you ever or find yourself in a room with this guy in your entire life and he asks you for something, the answer should always be no. Unless the question is, would you like to leave the room? Then it's yes. I would. Because you're a human garbage can. I will tell you this, friends. We all make mistakes. We all do stuff we're not proud of. But if you screw your family like that, what are you? What do you have other than your blood in this world?
And he's still proud and laughing.
And he acts like he's some sort of superhero because he screwed people over and he's a liar. Well, buddy, you are the superhero of garbage cans if that's what it is. Bottom line. I don't want to get into the reviews just yet. We'll do that when we get to the last segment. But yeah, we're straight out the gate. This guy is a con. He's been conning people, and then all of a sudden the Bitcoin thing happened, and it was just another opportunity for him to get rich.
Easy space to run some scams and
literally could have been anything else. You could have created something. If it was a way for him to make money and scam people, he would have done it. So Bitcoin just happened to be there, and he just happened to take advantage of it.
Crypto is
and got a lot of money. Well, yeah, but that's what we're going to talk about next is Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the stuff Jay used to be real excited about.
Oh, man, those were the days, buddy.
Yeah, wasn't that long ago.
Fun. So fun.
Well, I don't know,
so good.
Maybe for you.
So good.
We'll talk about that next. Dark Side of the Stream on 104.7 The Cave. Mike the Intern, Jay Stevens back in the studio. Dark Side of the Stream, episode 172. Bitconned on Netflix. So about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe a little bit longer.
16, 17.
Yeah. Jay starts coming into the studio every morning like he does.
8 years ago.
And he's like, starts talking to me about Bitcoin and Ethereum and the newest coin and farming.
Wild.
He was farming. Dude had it he set up a computer to farm stuff.
I was mining Ethereum. Yeah.
I'd mine
a coin. I'd mine a coin every 2 days.
Listening to these Bitcoin podcasts every day.
Jay, crazy money swings. It was incredible, man. It was a wild time.
Jay, as I always say to him, has always got some beep going.
Yeah.
He's always looking for the get rich quick scheme.
You got to have your hand in lots of fires.
I personally think the better game is a slow, strong foundation, and you just build on top of that. But to each their own. Doesn't mean that he's wrong or I'm wrong or anyone's right. It's just that's just the way we look at it. But now that we are past all that, how do you feel that all that went down for you? You ended up making pretty good amount of money.
I ended up doing good, some people did even better. But yeah, I mean, it was an exciting time. Like there was one day I had to do a remote at Coyotes, a football remote. And I'm trying to get ready to go. And the coin was moving so fast. I hopped in the shower, I came out, and it was like made $4 more grand. Like I was like, and I got to go to Coyotes right now when literally it's just going over like a 24-hour. There was some insane times, man. It was some insane times.
And again, the whole idea of these online coins.
Well, the whole thing is the Bitcoin is a that's like the gold standard of the crypto.
That's where it
and
starts.
that's like digital gold, and that's why it's still very successful.
You
and
just said
it's-
the word that I was
yeah.
looking for, though, and that is digital.
Yeah,
It doesn't actually exist in the real world.
Well, say I like the dollar, same thing. It doesn't exist.
Well,
that's
because
it can't, the thing is, it can't be duplicated.
well,
it can't be duplicated. That's why it's like gold. You know?
It can't be duplicated, but you can't say it's like the dollar because the banks agree that this is right, and banks don't agree that this is right. So now, since they don't agree that all these coins have value and can be traded as paper money is,
Bitcoin's the only one that Bitcoin and Ethereum, they seem to, those are pretty much like
they're still hanging around.
They're ETFs, and they're legit financial things now. You know, they weren't back then.
Not until a bank says it's legit.
Well, no, they are now. They are now. Bitcoin's it's in all these retirement portfolios now and stuff. You know, so.
But again, it's just like my dad told me when I was growing up collecting baseball cards. Sure, you have a really nice Ken Griffey Jr.
What will somebody pay for,
Mike? It's only worth something until someone buys it.
Well, like a record, like guitars. It's like it's worth what you can sell it for.
I can't put Bitcoin on a turntable and enjoy it.
True.
I just look at the thing going, I won a lot of money, or I lost a lot of money.
It's like when you collect like guitars or whatever. It's like, oh, this one's worth $10,000, but it sits on the wall. It's like, all right,
play it. It was meant to be played.
Yeah, meant to be played.
Don't be
like
a
the
jerk.
record.
Play the damn thing.
Meant to be played.
So yeah. Anyway, Jay did okay. Again, it's a gamble.
Right. Yeah,
it's a gamble, and a lot of people gambled on this.
Some people lost some money, but some people made a lot of money, and some people, like this guy, made fortunes.
Screwing people over.
Well, yeah, and I did get involved in a few, the losing end of a couple scam coins during that whole era as well, because we're just diversified. Oh, this coin, okay, yeah. Some of those were some scams, though. It was a wild time, man. Wild time. One time I clicked the mouse on the wrong thing, and I misclicked several grand, just like that, just because I was not thinking straight. I pushed the wrong button. Yeah, it was a wild time, man. It was a wild time. But I ended up making some money.
You made money, and again, at the end of the day,
it was fun.
And you got money in your bank because of it.
Yeah,
props to you.
Fun times, man.
I don't have that kind of money to play around with, and again, I'd rather just buy a record and sit on it and enjoy it when I can. To each their own, as we say, and we'll be back with Dark Side of the Stream next time, 104.7 The Cave. 104.7 The Cave. Mike, the intern, Jay Stevens, just got done talking about the Wild West of online coin trading with Jay and his personal take on this thing. But back to Bitconned and this jerk store human garbage can Ray. He screwed his family. Then he just kept the ball rolling and kept trying to figure out other ways to screw people. All of a sudden, Bitcoin comes in, and they start ranking in the books.
And making fake CEOs with just pictures they found on the internet. Like, wow, bro. Wow.
Again, that's the whole thing with technology and how fast everything is going right now with AI and with Bitcoin for a while and all that stuff. You just got to be careful. Because there were so many guys like this out there just watching, just waiting to take an opportunity to screw you and your family over.
Look at everybody's inbox every day. You get scam emails every day.
Hey,
click this. Your account's been compromised. Click here to fix it.
Happens
Too easy.
all the time.
Don't fall for it. Don't send money to people.
But inevitably, Uncle Sam, when it comes to his money, he gonna make you pay.
Yeah, they find you.
It's funny how it works like that. You could do so many bad things, but when it comes to money, oh man, Uncle, he ain't playing. And eventually, this guy had the hammer of God come down on him. But as I mentioned in the beginning, instead of him taking the rap and going down, he just flipped on his friends, and he's a free man.
That's the kind of guy this
acting
guy
like he's some sort of playboy and getting suits and stuff. And it's like, dude, you're a lying con man. And if anyone gives their money to you, that's their fault.
Because he's still doing it. He's still doing it. It's scams. He's still out there doing it.
Well, how in the world would anyone give this guy?
Well, it's like those cults too, that they're still going. Like, how do people still fall for this stuff? It's like
valid.
Man, it's amazing, right?
I don't understand.
I mean, I guess we can't.
This guy's on like one of the largest streaming platforms in the world. Yes. Talking about how big of a liar he is and a scam artist, and people are still giving the guy money.
Yeah,
he
probably got paid for this documentary.
It just blows my mind. Oh, you know I did.
What the hell, man?
It's crazy, dude.
We're too nice of guys, Mike. We are too nice guys.
And speaking of that, I need to figure out what the hell we're watching next week. In the meantime, we'll be back. Dark Side of the Stream on 104.7 The Cave. Mike, the intern, Jay Stevens, back in the studio one more time. Dark Side of the Stream, episode 172, Bitconned on Netflix. Jay, you go first. How many Bitcoins would you give this?
3.5. a classic tale. It was humorous, and just watching it the whole time, all I could think about was, I can't wait to have Mike watch this because he's gonna hate this guy. That's
You want to know?
that was my pleasure in this.
Well, I'm going to let you down here, buddy. Within 10 minutes of watching this thing, I knew what this was going to be about.
I knew it.
And I'm going to give this probably the lowest rated documentary, not just
no.
because this guy's garbage, but it's a 0.5. And the reason I did it is because I fell asleep in 45 minutes of this thing. I passed out.
Oh, wow.
Didn't even finish it. I had to look up to see what happened. I was hoping he was in jail somewhere.
No, that was the best.
He's not.
He's not. No.
I had to actually go beyond. I passed out because I was sitting there going, at a certain point, it's like, okay, this guy's a liar, a cheater. This guy's a liar, a cheater. This guy's a...
Yeah. It just...
And that was it. I just dreamed about the Chiefs and
he
winning the
conned
Super
you
Bowl.
to sleep.
He did calm me to sleep, I guess. Actually, you know what, Ray? You helped me out, buddy. You got me a good night's sleep on a Saturday night before the Chiefs won the Super Bowl in Las Vegas. So you know what? If that's what you got for me, at least I got some from this guy when he takes so
There
much.
you go.
Either way, the next documentary we're going to watch is called The Greatest Night in Pop. And it tells a story about a bunch of musicians who got together to record a song to help the famine in Africa.
We Are the World?
We Are the World.
Oh.
And I cannot wait to go through this.
Yeah, this
and
would be
and
nice.
hopefully we can dedicate an entire segment to just Bob Dylan and how uninterested and how out of it he looks in the entire thing. Where
Oh,
he's
I
just
can't
standing
wait.
there going,
I haven't seen it. I haven't
It's so
seen it.
good.
I haven't seen it.
it's on Netflix, The Greatest Night in Pop. Watch it. In the meantime, you can watch us do this on Facebook Live or YouTube Live every Thursday at 9 a.m. Listen to it during my show at the same time, or Jay's at 6 p.m., or download this as a free podcast on our 104.7 The Cave app. I'm Mike the Intern. That's Jay Stevens reminding you, don't be an idiot. Don't fall for scams.
We won't scam
And
you.
We watch
We won't
movies,
scam you. We watch
so
documentaries so you don't have to.
Starts out the stream on 104.7 The Cave.